Coming into Wednesday night's second Bedlam battle of the season, it seemed like the Sooners and Cowboys were two teams headed in very different directions. Oklahoma State, 6-8 in conference play, is coming off an impressive 12-point win over Texas, in which Keaton Page scored a career-high 40 points. Oklahoma, meanwhile, a disastrous 3-11 in Big 12 play, mired in a 6-game losing streak and fighting to find anything positive in a bitterly brutal season thus far. Perhaps Oklahoma State just expended too much energy in the introductions. Whatever the reason was, the Cowboys went dark early, and Brian Williams hit the first field goal over 5 minutes into the game for OSU. Williams finished with 11 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Oklahoma State 4 of 24 on field goals in the first half, 16%. Oklahoma State also had a turnover problem. Romero Osby says thank you very much. Tosses it up to his high-flying friend Cam Clark for the alley-oop dunk. Clark had 10 points in the first half. Finished with 14 points, 5 rebounds. Helps when you get contributions from guys like 6'7" sophomore Tyler Neal. He hit 2 threes in the first half, finished with 9 points, 3 rebounds. Oklahoma led 30-12 at the break. It's the fewest points ever in the history of Oklahoma State. In a half, OU was shooting almost 45%. Meanwhile, Stephen Pledger had a pretty good night. He hit 3 of 4 from long range, had 17 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks. And Romero Osby was absolutely tearing up OSU in the paint, as Oklahoma out-rebounded the Cowboys 47-32. Osby had 13 of those rebounds to go with 16 points, another double-double. Travis Ford says, what is going on out there? Until Keaton Page gets hot again. He led a 27-12 run for OSU. He scored 26 points in the second half, finished with 29 points, 8 3-pointers in the second half. It wasn't enough, though. Sam Grooms had a pretty good night, gets the nice drive into the lane and up over the trees off the glass. Grooms finished with 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. No, it wasn't exactly a Blake Griffin-era kind of win, but pretty good for Lon Kruger nonetheless, as the Sooners get the 77-64 victory. OU never trailed, led by as much as 20, and snaps a 6-game slide. It's the 8th straight home win in Bedlam for Oklahoma.
The first 20 minutes, obviously a big key in the ball game. I thought the guys did a really good job, good awareness defensively in the first 20, and that margin, we needed most of it, as O State made a nice run in the second half, but then we made a nice run. So really proud of our guys to respond the way they did to the Cowboys run. But overall, it's a good win. It's been a while, and our guys have continued to work at it, and they've kept their heads up, and attitudes have been good about getting better every day, and nice to get a win.
We needed a win desperately, but the fact that it was Bedlam also does put a little significance on it to come out and try to beat Oklahoma State, because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to, compete with them as Bedlam, but it felt good. It did take on a little added importance, though. We really did need to get this win.
The first half, and nobody's shots were falling. Everybody was 1 for something first half, every single one of them. It wasn't it wasn't a case where they weren't ready, because we prepared well. These guys did. I'm not going to say our guys prepared well, and had good intentions to come in here and play hard, and just wasn't our night. Oklahoma played well. They deserved to win. They did some really good things defensively. Their guys made shots. Just kind of win.
Yeah, it is tough. Regardless of where you play, when it's OSU, OU, it's always going to be that type of game. It's always going to be a tough atmosphere, a tough game. It's a type of game where you throw all records out. None of that matters, and when it's OSU, OU, it's going to be a battle.
It's a costly loss for the Cowboys as LeBron Nash injures his arm in the second half and seems questionable at best for the immediate future. Travis Ford can hardly afford to lose another player. Oklahoma State hosts Texas A&M at 1 o'clock on Saturday. Meanwhile, the Sooners finally get a win that they can smile about, at least for a little while, before they head to Baylor for a 12:30 tip on Saturday afternoon. Reporting from Lloyd Noble Center, Damon Fontenot, News OK Sports.